we really know why we are here? Do we really know what our purpose is? Sometimes we go through life and feel like we're on top of the world, and in the next moment we are standing at the base of Mount Everest contemplating if this climb we're about to embark on is really worth the effort. Today, I'm going to explore the idea of our life path and if it's really worth being vulnerable to walk the truest path that has been placed before you. Thanks for joining me today. How do I know if there is a specific life path that was meant for me? How do I know if I have a specific purpose to fulfill in this lifetime? If I'm being honest, I don't. But at least I'm making a conscious decision to believe in the good of humanity, to believe in limitless possibility, and to believe there is a reason for waking up each and every day. As I look back on my own life, there were many times when I felt lost. I didn't feel like I have a purpose. I felt like all of this was for nothing. These dark days led to dark nights wondering if it's really worth living. Many people take these thoughts a step further and take action believing it's not worth living and end their life prematurely. In these moments, it's hard for a person to see beyond the darkness. The light feels so far away, and to them, it's not worth the climb to reach it. So how can one person find their light almost effortlessly and another person has to go through extraordinary adversity to find it? We will always face challenges in our life. It's how we evolve. It's these challenges that build strength for achieving the so-called impossible. Let's look at a simple analogy and relate our life to an Olympic athlete. At some point in this person's life, probably at a young age, they discovered something that they are good at. Most likely with a strong support system, this person was able to go beyond the barriers that block the path for most of us, and they achieved something that only others can dream of. A person doesn't become an Olympic athlete overnight. It takes hundreds or thousands of hours of practice to become the best in the world at something. It takes an enormous amount of willpower to get up at 5 a.m. every morning and to start swimming laps in a cold pool for hours, to run 10 miles, or to keep falling down over and over again as you practice your triple toe loop. What these people are doing is not becoming the best athletes in the world. They are learning how to become the best at overcoming adversity. They are simply doing it through the sport of their choice. This is the same for a world-class musician, a Broadway performer, a New York Times best-selling author, the greatest scientist, and so on. While all of these activities can create entertainment for the rest of us, for this person who is giving the presentation, it's their outlet for finding their true path in life as they evolve their soul to greater heights. It's simply their way of believing that their life has a purpose. This might lead you to ask, what if I don't have a strong support system to achieve something like this? Well, then if you choose to go for it anyways, then you will develop an unmatched level of strength and willpower that will lead you to a life that very few people believe is possible. It's the people who fight through the darkest times by digging deeper within themselves that change the course of humanity. You are giving a gift to the world that very few people choose to give, and that's yourself. While some people have sports, music, art, dance, academics, and so forth to use as their outlet for fighting through adversity, maybe yours is abuse or expressing your sexuality. Either way, we are all going to have life experiences that teach us about who we are and how we can use this to help others discover their own limitless potential in this lifetime. So the question becomes, what is your purpose? Here's the thing. We often believe that our purpose is our vocation, what we choose to do for work. Purpose cannot be tied down to one activity because by doing that, it limits what purpose can be. Purpose is much bigger than your work or your relationships or even your personal well-being. Purpose is the all-encompassing mission we are here to give in this lifetime. Purpose is the limitless expression of your soul. Purpose is in the experience you are having right now. It's the experience you have with the clerk at the grocery store. It's the conversation you have with another person. It's the drive to work. Your purpose is in every moment of every day throughout your entire life. We often take for granted the subtle things that happen day to day, but it's these little moments that create a larger meaning for our life. The collective purpose for all of humanity is to make a conscious effort to become a better person today than you were yesterday. We often think that we have to make some giant leap forward to fulfill that purpose, but we don't. Just by taking one step at a time and giving your entire self to the present moment will fulfill your purpose. It doesn't matter if your ego is justifying that moment to you as a positive or a negative experience. Just by presenting your best self to where you are will fulfill the destiny that is your life. So, what is your true path in life and how do you find it? Well, that's for you to discover. But what I can tell you is that by being vulnerable, being honest with yourself, and by taking a risk once in a while will reveal a path that you never thought was possible. The human ego is what limits our possibility. We get trapped in our mind believing that we are not good at things or certain things are just not possible for people like me. And we oftentimes accept our circumstances as our life and we believe there is nothing we can do about it. Throughout my life, there are so many narratives that I created in my mind when I was afraid to be who I am. I mean, come on, I waited until I was 40 to come out as gay because I was terrified at the scenarios my mind was creating. Yes, in my past I had some people not accept me for who I am, and that really broke my heart, but those moments also contributed to developing a fearless attitude towards expressing who I am with confidence. You know, I was the kid in school who never spoke. I was afraid to literally say anything to anyone. I had so much fear expressing myself, I chose not to do it at all. Now, here I am making these videos and sharing who I am with as much openness as I can give. I never thought in a million years that I would become this version of myself, but here I am. I'll be honest, I have never felt so true to who I am than the way I feel right now. I finally feel like there is a purpose for my life, and I've decided, to ride this wave for as far as I can take it because it gives me a reason to wake up every single day. This experience has taught me that purpose doesn't just lie in what happens in our own life, it's also, and sometimes even more important, how we can use our life experiences to help others. Making a conscious effort to believe that my life experiences can help others find their truest self is my motivation. Maybe my purpose isn't in what I do, but it's in who I am. I think that sometimes just being who we are is all we're here to do. I look back on the people who have inspired me to believe in myself, and what I realized is that they didn't do anything specifically for me. It was just by witnessing their strength to stand in their own power that gave me the confidence to believe that maybe I can stand in my own power and that all will be okay. So, back to the original question. Is it really worth it to follow your true path in life? You are the only person who can answer that question. I can't give you an answer because it's up to you to make that decision for yourself. Is it worth it to you to feel free? Is it worth it to you to continue feel like you're hiding? Is it worth it to you to believe that maybe by sharing your story, you can help others believe in their story? Is it worth it to you to see if there is a better path for your life that has yet to be revealed? The only way for you to live with limitless possibility is to take away all the limitations that have been placed on you or that you have placed on yourself. If you are afraid, you are limiting your life experience. If you are hiding, you are limiting your life experience. If you don't believe there is a larger purpose for your life, you are limiting your life experience. So ask yourself, what could my life be like if I made a conscious choice to eliminate all limitations and see what happens? What would it feel like to live in the unknown with excitement and adventure? Earth is our playground, and if we don't ever go outside and play with complete personal freedom, then we missed a huge opportunity to discover what it really means and feels like to be alive. Even if you are currently living with limitations, your soul still has and always has been limitless. When you decide to merge your spiritual and physical selves into one experience, you will discover the beauty of who you are and why you are here. You will have an unbound life experience that you previously believed could only happen for, say, other people or what you see in movies. When you shed the old misconceptions you have about yourself, and you will no longer be chained to your ego, and you will once and for all be free to authentically express your truest self to the world. And by doing so, you will inspire others to do the same. And maybe that's the reason why you're here, just to simply inspire people to believe that there is a better way to live. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. I wish you peace, happiness, and personal freedom.